Hello, friends. Today I wanted to share something that has been on my heart lately, which is this phrase, practicing being me, which is kind of been my whole life for the past 7.5 months. Because after becoming a widow, I realized I was identifying with a lot of things. I was married for over 2 decades, over 20 years, and there's a lot of things that become we and us. And I understand like the biblical context of two become one, and you naturally, when you live with someone, you live life with someone, you have likes that you merge together and preferences and your dreams merge together. But when that's ripped away from you, it feels like you have to start over. And you're no longer us or we, you're me and I. There's a solowness there. And yes, I'm still a mom to two amazing kids, but one of them is adult age and one of them is about soon to be, and I can't always identify with just being mom to them because their needs and my role in their life will be changing, and it is changing and is evolving as we go. And I want to celebrate them being the best and most amazing adults that they're going to be and that they are now. And I want to make sure that I'm not attaching myself to them and my identity to them in an unhealthy way, because I don't want to get in the way of living their life. I want them to find them who they are as an individual in the world, and they're not obligated to carry me. I need to figure out what it's like to be me. And 7.5 months ago, I lost my husband. If you haven't watched my other videos or seen my website, by the way, I have a website. It's called inquiringhope.com. And if you haven't read my story, I lost the love of my life after he fought cancer for a few years. And if you'd like to read a little more about that, I'd encourage you to see my website. But it's left me in a place where I had to discover, what do I want now? What do I want to dream about? And I recently wrote on my blog this same title, which is Practicing Just Being Me. This with me just sharing some thoughts of how I had to practically, administratively, step by step, just practice things that were what I wanted to do, what I felt like, and even giving myself permission to be like, hey, what do I want as Tamara? And it started with like simple things, like me discovering, hey, I haven't listened to this in a long time, or maybe I do like this song, or maybe I want to go try this, or I want to learn this thing. And I had to just give myself permission to explore. And if you're in a similar place, I would just like to loose that permission and grace for you. You don't have to know even all of what you want, but you need to give yourself permission to figure out what you want. Figure out, hey, what do you want to do? What do you have some ideas of how you want life to look? Because if you've lost someone, you and I don't have the power to change that. Well, all that we have in our control to some degree is how we respond to that. And I want to respond well. I don't want grief to write my whole story. Has it marked me forever? Yeah, I can't change what's happened. It's changed my life course in ways I never expected. But I don't want to surrender the rest of my life to grief. If there is no grief and sorrow and tears in heaven, that means I feel like there's an invitation. That means maybe even on earth, that God can help me get through this hard thing, and I can have a piece of heaven on earth and go, you know what, God will heal these hurts. He'll sustain me. He'll help carry me through these really hard things, and go, I can navigate this. I can do this. So I encourage you all, you're welcome to read what I wrote, but some of the practical things that you can do for you in this season is really important. It might just be investing in yourself. Maybe it's going to the gym, taking care of you. I remember the first time I went to the gym, it was a little overwhelming after post-loss in that time, but it was a step. It was so important to just try to get out there to do something different for my routine, and no, I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this not because I hate myself, not because I don't like myself. I'm doing this because I'm investing in me. Or I'd be like, you know what? I want to go explore a place or a store or something I haven't been to yet, or I wasn't able to because I was taking care of someone. Like those things, being intentional. For me, getting outside and seeing someplace beautiful or taking a hike, that was another thing I did to help me just feel like I'm doing something for me. That's actually what I did for my first birthday after my husband passed. We went up to a national park and took a hike to these two amazing lakes. Oh my gosh, so gorgeous. And it helped my soul feel better. Well, of course, at that point, it was about 3 months after my husband left. Of course, I was still feeling, parts of me were feeling sad, but I needed to do something else. I needed to do something that I chose to do that was investing in my mental health and my bringing peace and happiness to my heart. And I think sometimes if you've also been in a position like me where you're a caregiver, your focus might have been so much on taking care of someone else, and you might have put your wants and desires aside. And it might almost feel selfish and greedy to try to figure out what you want in this time. And I just would like for you to consider rewiring that mental pathway and go, no, it's okay for you to decide, hey, I'd like to do this. I'd like to explore this. I want to listen to this today. I want to dream about this. Maybe I want to learn something new. And I would just encourage you, practice exploring, practice being you, practice thinking, hey, what are my desires? What are my what things could I learn, or what did I put on the shelf? Should I re-examine that? Explore. I obviously would encourage you explore with God, because I don't want to go anywhere He doesn't want me to go. But start somewhere, preferably with Him, and see what happens. One of the things, I needed a little bit of time, but now I feel ready. I planned a solo trip for me to go get on a plane and do something by myself. Now, I'd like to say I'm not doing this because I administratively couldn't go by myself anywhere. That's not it. If any of you all know me, I love to plan travel. I meticulously love to research, figure out what to do every place. Like, I was the one that put our vacations together as a family. So, and still do. So I'm not doing this because I don't feel like I'm capable. It was more of just like, I am doing something because I chose to do it. I'm going somewhere by myself, like practicing being alone. Because as much as I love my family, I love my kids, I love the friends in the community I have, I also have to go. I have to find this place of rest and release that I can be alone in this season. I don't know if God will bring me someone else down the road to share life with, but until that, I have to be okay with just being me, because if not, I might not be able to be content. I might not be able to see life through the lenses that I should, and I need to just find that place and going, you know what, me and God in this time is enough. And I have bonuses of my kids and my parents and amazing family members, amazing friends. But that core of like, God is my comforter has to be enough. And it's taking, it may take a little time to get there, but I'm trying to encourage anyone watching this. If I can get there, you can get there too. And consider something that you want to do. For me, I'm going to go to a destination that my husband and I had wanted to go to. We saved up mileage, and it was we were going to pull the trigger to go right around when a special virus was happening, and not a lot of travel was encouraged during that time. So we put that on the shelf, and then right after that, we found out not too long down the road that my husband had stage 4 cancer. So there wasn't really like a slow on-ramp. It was, we didn't know, and then here it is. In retrospect, there might have been some red flags, but there was no full understanding. So basically, anything we had dreamed about, anything we had planned about, had to be put on the shelf. And I'm kind of doing a combo effort of, I'm going to take that off the shelf and go, I'm going to go do this, complete like this thing we had wanted to do. And then, but I'm also doing it with this forward momentum of like, I'm going to fly there myself. I'm going to go myself. I think it's like a combo therapeutic thing for me. So that might not be everyone's answer or solution, and that's okay. But I would encourage you, you figure out what yours is. Figure out what you need to do to find contentment, to find rest, to connect in a way that goes, you know what, God, I can hang out with you. You can be enough for me. And if you add to more of it later, then great. But I can just learn to dream with you. And you're going to find, if you're in your own place post-loss, your own list of things that will help you get through things. You're going to find your own set of resources. You're going to find your own community and your own people that will help you get through things. But I do think there is a common thread that we all who have lost someone have to go back to and circle back to, which is we have to give ourselves grace and permission to dream, consider, even explore in our own heart what we want and what we don't want now. And you know, the beauty of exploring is it's a discovery process. Sometimes you might discover that you want something more than you thought, or you might actually figure out you didn't want it all. But what matters is you did it for you. And so whatever it looks like, I encourage you, embrace being you because you are valuable. You are important. You are living and breathing, so your purpose to be here. So embrace being you and practice being you, especially if you're like me, who was a widow, and you're renewing and redefining what your identity is. Because as much as we want to go, oh yeah, like I don't find my identity in anything besides God, I'm like, I don't know about y'all, I'm human. I found identity in being a wife. I found identity in being my husband's best friend. I found identity in these roles and relationships. And when those are taken away and it's changed, you have to redefine a lot of things. And I just want to encourage you, you are worth investing in figuring out your new definition. You are worth the time and the effort and the heart exploration investment to go, hey, what do I want? So practice being you, embrace being you, and know you're worth it. And this is not about being perfect. This is progress little by little, step by step. Just practice doing something you love little by little and enjoying the day, enjoying a moment, giving yourself permission to enjoy. So I would encourage y'all, you're welcome to check out what I wrote, some of the step-by-step little things I've done to help practice being me on my website blog area. And if you've already read it, thanks, great for reading it. If not, check it out. I hope you have a wonderful day and enjoy being you. For me, I'll give you a little hint. Part of me enjoying being me and doing something I love is I get to hang out with this little one right here. He's so sweet. This is George. He's been sleeping next to me the whole time I've been hanging out and talking with y'all. So he's something I love and I love to spend time with. So find what you love too and embrace it. Have a great day.